The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on last year's national champion, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will get started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Blunt. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Tennessee's offense takes the field. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Grab near the marker. It's Sexton. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Callow. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. The Volunteers are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got him in third and long, still in a good situation here.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Commodores' offense has its first opportunity of the day. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take the
breaks into the open. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Commodores will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. All the way back to the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
He's got an open man. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Catch in the middle, it's Calhoun. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll leave it with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown ball!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wilson to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. This time he's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air on first down. Works the middle of the field. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Going right to work up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going right and going deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. Just like that. A huge gain, and they got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you. But when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just...
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wilson will throw. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Commodores line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He's going to run it. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this...
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Well,
this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Wilson to pass. Here's the pressure. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Going to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Caught over the middle. It's battle. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all.
Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And man, that didn't miss by much, but I do like the effort by the receiver. You can tell he's trying to get those toes in, trying to dance a little bit, but he couldn't get there. The ball was just a little bit too wide near the sideline.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the balls are moving quickly down the field. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wilson will throw. He'll get rid of it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run and get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Finds his man. It's Bell. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Got it in the middle. It's Blunt.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Sends it back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snag in the end zone. Touchdown ball. Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wilson to pass. Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Commodores moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grab near the sticks. It's Cheek. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
That's caught. It's Woollyhead. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. It's a draw. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And you try to sneak this in there, right? 3rd down, kind of manageable situation, not too far, not too short, where maybe I can throw the football, but I sneaked that draw, and their defense said, no, sir, I'm ready for that. Stuffs them on the 3rd down.
And the returner goes down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the 2nd level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Callow. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under fire. Showing the arm strength to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. And just like that, with the big play, they're set up as he goes out of bounds at the 18. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Touchdown, Tennessee. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like close to scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Vols will kick it off to start the second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Going to sling it on second down. Unloads to the right. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Now on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Dances away. Keeps it himself and gets the first. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turn. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.